Sometimes, it feels like there's nothing new left in engine technology. We've seen it all, tried it all. But then, a company like Cummins comes along and shakes the entire auto industry. Yes, Cummins, the same name that has symbolized trust for decades, has unveiled an engine that could not only change how we view fuel but might also redefine the entire truck and heavy vehicle segment. This isn't just any ordinary engine. Hidden behind it is a revolutionary idea, a technology that has the potential to challenge diesel, petrol, gas, and even hydrogen. So advanced is this innovation that even seasoned auto experts were taken aback, as it offers a rare glimpse into the future of transportation. But the burning question remains: is this truly a game-changer or just another headline? Cummins had kept this project under wraps for months with no leaks or teasers, making the sudden unveiling of this clean, powerful, and eco-friendly engine even more astonishing. Even green energy advocates are applauding this marvel. So, how exactly will this engine disrupt the auto world, and why is it being hailed as a breakthrough? Before diving into that, let's understand the remarkable journey of Cummins. The company, now a global force, started humbly in 1919 in Columbus, Indiana. What began as a small engine manufacturing business founded by Plessy Lyle Cummins and his partner William Gleaton was built on a vision of innovation and high performance. Plessy, a passionate mechanic, believed that diesel engines had the potential to revolutionize not just heavy machinery but everyday life. In its early years, Cummins faced significant challenges. Diesel engines were unpopular and petrol dominated the market. But a bold move in the 1930s changed their fate. Cummins put its diesel-powered cars and trucks on a long-distance publicity drive from New York to Los Angeles, demonstrating speed, durability, and cost-effectiveness. It worked. Cummins gained recognition and, during World War II, supplied engines to the military, further boosting its strength and reputation. By the 1950s, Cummins had become a household name in the American truck and bus engine market, and soon it expanded into Latin America, Europe, and Asia. In 1962, Cummins entered India through a joint venture with Tata Group, forming Tata Cummins in Pune. This marked the beginning of a new chapter for India's transport sector, one defined by performance, reliability, and reduced breakdowns on long trips. Over time, Cummins ventured far beyond transportation. It entered railways, construction, power generation, and even marine engines. The company never limited itself to a single product line and consistently invested in research and development, whether it was for improved fuel efficiency or eco-friendly technologies. Today, Cummins operates in over 190 countries and holds thousands of patents. It's involved not just in engine manufacturing, but also in hybrid and electric systems, hydrogen fuel cells, and advanced software solutions. With manufacturing plants in the US, UK, China, India, Brazil, and Germany, Cummins is a major player in the global supply chain. What's remarkable is how the company has shifted from simply providing power to offering smart power, energy that is sustainable, intelligent, and future-ready. So what exactly is this groundbreaking engine? The answer lies in the Cummins X15N. Though the name may sound technical, its power and innovation speak volumes. First introduced in 2023, the X15N made early waves as a prototype. But now that production and distribution have begun, companies and experts alike are hailing it as a real game-changer. What makes it unique is that it's not powered by diesel or petrol. Instead, it runs on natural gas such as CNG or even RNG, renewable natural gas. This fundamental difference makes the X15N stand out in an industry still heavily reliant on fossil fuels. It was quietly showcased at select events and auto expos, but with trucking operators now incorporating it into their fleets, Cummins has made a bold move at exactly the right time. The X15N is built specifically for heavy-duty commercial vehicles, the backbone of national logistics. This includes long-haul trucks, trailers, intercity buses, mining vehicles, construction machinery, and even railway engines. The engine delivers a mighty 400 to 500 horsepower, more than enough to power any large truck or bus. Now imagine that level of performance coming from clean, affordable CNG or renewable gas rather than diesel. The potential for fuel cost savings is massive, without compromising on strength. Cummins has a clear strategy: to provide fleet operators with engines that are not only powerful but also fuel-smart. In today's environment of rising petrol and diesel prices, and increasing governmental pressure to adopt green energy, Cummins X15N is the perfect solution. It's a powerful statement that a century-old company can still lead the way into the future. The Cummins X15N engine represents a perfect balance between performance, budget, and environmental sustainability. One of the most remarkable aspects of this engine is that Cummins has designed it to easily fit into existing trucks. This means companies don't need to invest in completely new vehicles. Just an engine upgrade is sufficient. This adaptability is contributing significantly to the model's growing popularity. Another huge advantage of the X15N is its ease of servicing and maintenance. Since it doesn't emit black smoke like diesel engines and lacks heavy, traditional components, maintenance costs are much lower. This is a relief not just for fleet owners but also for truck drivers, who won't need to visit service stations as frequently. Cummins has specifically developed this engine for major markets like the United States, Canada, Europe, and India, regions where logistics and public transport are vital sectors. Especially in India, where the CNG supply network has expanded from cities to highways, this engine has massive potential. Beyond that, Cummins is planning to miniaturize this X15N technology into smaller and mid-sized engines, so that it can be integrated into every segment of buses and public transportation. The X15N is not just a product, it's a signpost to a future where diesel engines are replaced with green and clean fuel solutions. Cummins is preparing to lead that shift. One of the defining characteristics of the Cummins X15N is its remarkable fuel flexibility. In today's world, where cost-effective and eco-friendly vehicle operations are a top priority, Cummins has stepped up with a multi-fuel engine. The X15N doesn't rely on a single fuel source like traditional petrol or diesel engines. Instead, it supports a variety of clean fuels such as natural gas, CNG, biogas, renewable gas, and potentially even hydrogen in the near future. Cummins' strategy is clear: the future belongs to engines that are fuel flexible. This is especially relevant in countries like the US, Germany, and India, where government policies are pushing for a transition away from fossil fuels and toward sustainable energy sources. The X15N is perfectly timed, as it not only supports existing green fuels like CNG and RNG, but the company also claims it will be able to run on hydrogen without any significant modifications. This raises a key question: how does the engine perform when powered by hydrogen? Trials so far indicate that if hydrogen is used correctly, the engine not only runs efficiently but can also achieve zero carbon emissions. That means powerful performance without smoke, pollution, or guilt. As hydrogen fueling infrastructure improves in the coming years, the popularity of the X15N is expected to rise even more. Now let's talk about what matters most to fleet owners and drivers: power and performance. The Cummins X15N doesn't disappoint in this department. Delivering around 400 to 500 horsepower, it has more than enough strength to haul any long-distance truck or heavy vehicle. The torque is impressive too, ensuring smooth startups, uphill climbs, and heavy load pulling without hesitation. The engine is optimized to deliver high torque at low RPM, so drivers don't have to change gears frequently, leading to a smoother driving experience. Additionally, this engine is designed to operate for extended periods without stopping, meaning fewer breakdowns, longer service intervals, and higher reliability. In terms of fuel efficiency, the X15N provides about 10 to 15% more mileage than diesel engines when running on natural gas. That's not just good for the environment, it's a win for your wallet too. Diesel is notoriously expensive, but with CNG or RNG, operating costs are significantly lower. This makes the X15N an ideal solution for long-haul and highway operations, which is why logistics companies are showing great enthusiasm. Moreover, this engine isn't just powerful, it's durable. Thanks to new engineering materials and thermal technologies, the X15N doesn't overheat quickly and can endure long runs without wearing out. Longer service intervals and fewer mechanical issues translate to reduced downtime and operating costs. Cummins has built the X15N to be future-proof. The engine is expected to run without major issues for the next 10 to 15 years, even as fuel technologies continue to evolve. Whether you're using CNG today or switching to hydrogen or biogas tomorrow, this engine will adapt without needing a full replacement. That makes it not just a power unit, but a complete, future-ready solution. It's ideal for long-haul drivers and fleet owners looking to embrace clean energy without sacrificing performance, power, or reliability. Now let's explore what's new inside the technology of this engine. Every time a new engine is released, people want to know what sets it apart. The Cummins X15N isn't just a rebranded motor. It introduces cutting-edge advancements that will shape the transport industry for the next decade or more. First, it features an advanced thermal management system. Older diesel engines would often overheat during long highway runs or under heavy loads. But the X15N includes a smart cooling system that keeps engine temperatures stable, ensuring long-lasting performance without fatigue. This directly improves fuel efficiency and extends engine life. Secondly, the engine features a smart control unit powered by software. Whenever there's excessive load or reduced torque, the control unit automatically adjusts internal settings. This means the driver doesn't have to worry about managing engine conditions manually. Additionally, the engine includes an AI-based monitoring system that evaluates performance in real time and alerts the operator if something's wrong. Everything is cloud-connected, so truck owners and fleet managers can monitor engine conditions, fuel consumption, and service schedules from anywhere in the world. In short, the Cummins X15N is a complete game-changer. With unmatched fuel flexibility, excellent mileage, intelligent software systems, long-term durability, and green credentials, it is redefining what a heavy-duty engine can be. Whether it's the economic benefit, environmental responsibility, or sheer mechanical strength, the X15N delivers on every front. It's not just another engine, it's a glimpse into the future of transportation, cleaner, smarter, and stronger. When comparing the Cummins X15N engine with traditional diesel engines, the initial cost of the X15N may seem higher due to its advanced technology and green fuel capabilities. However, the real advantage becomes apparent in long-term operations where trucks travel hundreds of kilometers daily. The X15N runs on CNG or biogas, which are significantly cheaper than diesel, offering savings of about 15 to 20% per kilometer. For fleets of 100 trucks covering 300 to 400 kilometers each day, this translates into substantial monthly savings, potentially in lakhs, making the X15N far more cost-effective in the long run. Additionally, this engine has fewer breakdowns, longer service intervals, and greater part longevity, reducing downtime and maintenance hassles. An important advantage is its retrofitting capability. Cummins has thoughtfully designed the X15N to be installed in older diesel trucks with only minor adjustments, making it easier and more affordable than purchasing new vehicles. The engine's modular design allows its parts to be adapted to different truck models, and Cummins is actively setting up retrofitting centers, especially in countries like India, the US, and across Europe, where phasing out old vehicles is a priority but full EV adoption is not yet feasible. A pressing concern, however, is fuel availability. While the X15N supports CNG, biogas, and even hydrogen in the future, is the global infrastructure ready? In the US, particularly in states like California, Texas, and New York, CNG stations are growing rapidly, with public transport and school buses already using CNG widely. Logistics companies are also building private CNG stations to support uninterrupted fleet movement. Europe is progressing steadily too, with nations like Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and France expanding their hydrogen networks and promoting hybrid fuel strategies. In Asia, particularly India and China, CNG infrastructure is booming. India already has over 6,000 CNG stations, expected to cross 10,000 soon, as part of government-backed highway and expressway fuel initiatives. Hydrogen, though promising, is still in early development. Its fuel stations are limited, with progress mainly in select cities across the US, Japan, and some parts of Europe. Countries like Germany and Japan are investing heavily to make hydrogen a mainstream fuel in the coming years. Aware of this, Cummins is not just focusing on engine innovation but is also strengthening fuel support and service infrastructure. With mobile service units, cloud-based support systems, and GPS-tracked real-time assistance, even breakdowns in remote locations can be managed efficiently. Cummins has also partnered with major fuel distributors to ensure CNG and hydrogen availability wherever their engines are in use. Their goal is to establish a dependable fuel support point within 100 kilometers of every customer by 2026. This leads to another crucial question. With the global shift toward electric vehicles, EVs, how does the X15N engine fit in? Are these technologies rivals, or can they coexist? The EV industry focuses on clean energy, low emissions, and minimal maintenance. Interestingly, the Cummins X15N also delivers on these fronts, albeit through gas-based rather than battery-powered systems. It doesn't directly compete with EVs but addresses their current limitations, such as long charging times, limited battery range, and high costs, especially in long-haul trucking where such challenges are more pronounced. While EV trucks are the goal, they're not yet practical for all logistics operations. Here, the X15N serves as a transitional solution, bridging the gap until EV technology matures. It offers clean, reliable, and affordable performance without needing full battery electric infrastructure. However, while it won't halt the rise of EVs, the X15N could slow down the transition slightly. Fleet owners seeking cost efficiency and immediate sustainability may opt for Cummins engine instead of waiting for EV technology to catch up. In this way, the X15N is not a competitor to EVs but a complementary option, perfect for industries needing green alternatives today without the risks or high costs of going fully electric just yet. Companies will naturally choose an engine that is cheaper, provides more range, and has an already established support system. At present, CNG and hydrogen-based engines appear to be more reliable than EVs, especially for heavy-duty vehicles. However, this move by Cummins may also drive the EV sector to innovate faster. When a gas-powered engine comes with such efficient and powerful technology, EV companies will be compelled to improve battery range, reduce charging time, and enhance performance. Essentially, these two technologies are not only competing but also pushing each other to evolve. Importantly, Cummins itself is not disconnected from the EV sector. The company is actively working on hydrogen fuel cells, electric motors, and hybrid power solutions. Their vision is not about rivalry but balance, choosing what works best depending on the situation. Cummins's X15N engine presents itself as a strong alternative, especially for those who cannot switch to EVs immediately but still want a clean, economical, and powerful option. This engine is not meant to replace EV technology but to inspire faster improvements within it. So, if you're thinking that the future belongs solely to battery-powered vehicles, the reality is more nuanced. Engines running on green fuels like CNG and biogas can absolutely compete with EVs and offer a viable bridge until electric technology becomes more accessible and practical for all. Now, let's discuss who Cummins's real competition is. With the launch of the X15N engine, Cummins isn't just competing with Indian manufacturers like Tata Motors or Ashok Leyland. It is also challenging global giants such as Tesla, BYD, and Toyota. Tesla Semi is fully electric, Toyota is heavily investing in hydrogen engines, and BYD is known for its electric buses and long-haul trucks. However, all of these companies face significant hurdles: limited battery range, long charging times, and high technology costs. This is where Cummins has played its smartest card. The X15N engine avoids the problems of long charging times and the need for advanced EV infrastructure. Just fill it with CNG and it's ready to go. That simplicity makes it a shortcut solution, offering clean energy without the complexities of EV or hydrogen cell technologies. For the transport and logistics sector, where cost efficiency is paramount, Cummins has delivered a compelling product. Compared to diesel, it's cheaper and just as clean as electric, making it highly attractive. For Indian players like Tata Motors and Ashok Leyland, this engine could be a game-changer. These companies are still navigating between diesel and EV technologies, while Cummins has boldly introduced a third, more balanced path: clean and reliable gas engines. Moreover, many government projects and public transport systems are now turning towards CNG-based engines, which could significantly impact the market shares of legacy manufacturers. Inside the auto industry, Cummins's new engine has created quite a stir. Auto experts and fleet operators are already excited. Trial runs have shown that the X15N is not just a concept, it's real-world ready. That's why international logistics giants have already begun placing pre-orders. The biggest concern for EV and hydrogen truck manufacturers is that once CNG or multi-fuel engines gain popularity among fleet owners, the demand for electric or hydrogen alternatives may slow down, especially in regions where charging or hydrogen infrastructure is lacking. This is why companies like BYD and Toyota are now revisiting their strategies. Cummins has positioned itself far beyond just being an engine manufacturer. It is now a serious contender challenging the leaders in EV and hydrogen technologies. Even though it doesn't engage in high-profile marketing like Tesla, its practical and robust solutions speak volumes. The company has proven that innovation in engine technology is far from over. In fact, The real revolution might not be coming from the loudest voices, but from those steadily making their mark with substance and reliability. Environmental impact is another major consideration when talking about engines. But the story is different with Cummins's X15N. Unlike older diesel engines, this model runs on cleaner fuels like CNG, biogas, and renewable gas, reducing carbon emissions by around 90%. In cases where renewable gas is used, the emissions can even reach near net zero levels. That means this engine is not just light on the wallet, it's also light on the planet. Its technology aligns closely with the goals of the Paris Climate Accord and supports ESG, environmental, social, governance, objectives that many companies are now required to meet. In terms of adoption, several major players are already testing the waters. In the US, logistics giants like PepsiCo, Amazon, and UPS are using this engine on a trial basis. In Europe, companies such as DB Schenker and DPD have started testing it as well. In India, both government-run bus services and private fleet owners have already begun evaluating its performance. Meanwhile, in China, where CNG infrastructure is more advanced, urban transport authorities have also shown interest. Governments are not far behind either. In both the US and India, there are active plans to integrate the X15N engine into public transportation, municipal services, and sanitation departments. That means Cummins's engine is not limited to private industry anymore. It's becoming an integral part of government infrastructure as well. If you're someone who loves keeping up with impactful tech innovations, then this engine is a great example of real-world innovation done right. It's clean, powerful, cost-effective, and already creating waves in the global automotive and logistics industries. Stay tuned for more updates on game-changing technology, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay informed.